Okay, I've been asked to speak on a few things. My name's Charles Davis. I'm from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, and this is just a bit of a way to introduce myself and for you to see who I am a little bit. And I've been asked to speak on a few things, and so a lot of this is just coming through from divinity, from source, and so I'll speak about what's on my heart as I go through. First of all, one of the things that I believe when it comes to self-identity through Ho'oponopono is that we begin to clean where we're at. We don't need to go looking for things, because what is here right now in our lives is what we need to be, is where we need to begin to do the cleaning. So if I'm feeling happy, I can clean with that. There's nothing wrong with cleaning with feeling happy. Is it a problem? No. We always think, oh, I have to wait for a problem to clean, but we don't. We can clean when we're happy. We can clean definitely when we have a problem. And where do we start? Well, we start with ourselves. We start at the moment that we're at. And, people sometimes say, well, what if I'm unsure to clean with? Well, that's just a memory that's coming up. Clean with being unsure. And if you say, what tool should I use? Just use a tool. Begin to use a tool. Whatever tool comes out, that's the inspiration of that moment. It's the right tool for that moment. Don't get worried about it. The mind wants to go off and say, well, is this the right tool? Is this perfect? Is that perfect? The only perfection there is divinity. That's perfection. Our job is to clean, and to clean where we begin. And if you're unsure of whether, is this going to work or is that going to work, then that's where we're at. That's the moment we're in. We can clean at that moment. We can clean on the uncertainty. So something, often people ask me about, how do I get more money, or how does do I get more financial wealth, and what can Ho'oponopono do for me when it comes to that? Well, we tell people we don't clean with anything in mind. We don't clean expecting this result or that result. If I clean, all of a sudden I'm going to be a millionaire. No, what we do is we just begin to clean whatever shows up. Whatever shows up, that's the perfect thing in that moment. And then you don't know what's going to happen. I've cleaned on things and secretly hoped for a certain result, and what I find is all of a sudden as I'm cleaning, I change inside. It's me. I begin to view life differently, and I begin to see life differently. And that's just the inspiration of divinity coming through, showing me that there's more to life than what I was aware of. And so when it comes to things like money, there's more to life than what you're aware of. And as you begin to do the cleaning, you just get into a flow. Money is currency, and if we think of currency in English, the root word of currency is current. And so current is the flow of money. It's currency. It's the flow of money. And so we want to get our lives into a flow, into a steady flow. When we're into that steady flow and we're cleaning properly, we'll find that the money that we need to have will show up. The money we'd have to show up. And if we think we need more money, then that's a good thing to clean on. That's a good thing to clean on. Does that mean more money will show up? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But we get to clean on that money. It's the same with relationships. So when we do the cleaning, the right relationships show up in our life. And sometimes I have people come up and say, well, should I have a different relationship? I don't know. I don't know if you should have a different relationship or what, but I do know this. When you do the cleaning, you'll know where you're supposed to be and what's supposed to happen. And sometimes I've had people say, well, I feel like I need to leave my spouse or move on. They're not being nice to me. Then clean on that and see. Maybe you don't need to leave. Maybe if you clean on it, maybe you're just viewing things wrong. Or Maybe you clean on it and you'll get that it's time to leave, and then you might be afraid to leave. So you got to clean on that. What is that fear that's coming up? So whether it's a family issue or whether you're trying to find your purpose in life, we have tools that'll show you and help you find out what your purpose in life is, how to live your purpose in life, how to find out what you're talented with. We all have talents. We all come into this life with talents. We all come into this life with a purpose and with a timing, and divinity knows what that is. And so as we clean, divinity is going to take care of us. It's going to let us know through inspiration, what is it that we're supposed to be doing? Where are we supposed to be? Who are we supposed to be with? And maybe we're happier just being alone. Maybe we're happier when we're with groups of people. It doesn't matter, you know. What happens is all our memories come up. Our memories come up and say, you know, I can't be this, or I can't do that, or I can't be with this person, or I can't leave this person, or I can't be seen to do these things. We can clean on all of these memories. Clean on them as they come up at that moment. Be happy with what shows up. What happens with this process is you'll begin to get peace.